What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Vasyl Clinic and more. Shout out to the LDBC, the YTBC. We working. This be the last video, that I do for the 2017 for the end of the year. We about to do a live stream Q&A for 2018. We did it for the wrap up Q&A yesterday. If you missed it, about 5 to 10 minutes after this video, you see it. I should be going live with the 2018 Q&A. And basically, we just talk about all fights that's already made in the first quarter, potential fights, any, potential matchups you want to see. So we about to do a live Q&A like that. And that's how you about to rock out. But, Floyd Mayweather, as far as back at Top Rank and Bob Arum, tell them that he's telling Lomachenko, like, you could be making a lot more money than what you're making. And how it all popped off is, basically, it sounds like Floyd believes, and I believe it as well, that Top Rank told Vasyl Lomachenko to, verbally start abusing and calling out Gervonta Tank Davis to make that fight. Floyd rebutted and said Tank want to make the fight, but the money isn't there. And he says, Top Rank is gypping Vasyl Lomachenko like they gypped a lot of fighters, for a long time. He says, when I was at Top Rank, he said, I wasn't making what I was worth, but when I left Top Rank, I started racking in a real dough. He says Lomachenko needs to leave bottom rank. That's what he said, bottom rank. He said, if you really want to start making some dough. He said, Top Rank, a.k.a. bottom rank, show me what your fighters made last year, and I can show you they could have made a lot more than what they made. And maybe that's a little subliminal message to Terrence Crawford and Lomachenko to get them to leave and potentially come to TMT Mayweather Promotions. Could be, but if Top Rank really did tell Lomachenko to start verbally calling out and abusing, Gervonta Tank Davis, to use his name to catapult him, that ain't nothing new. They've been using Floyd's name for years, especially with Pacquiao. They use Floyd's name. When they knew that Pacquiao didn't mind fighting Floyd, but they knew that Bob Arum didn't want that fight to happen yet. It happened at Bob Arum's discretion when he was ready to make that fight. They made it seem like and manipulated the media and the fans and the casual fans to believe that Floyd Mayweather was scared, and it went all the way along. It was Bob Arum and them, deceiving the public, and that's trill talk. But now, Floyd is firing back. He said, I remember him saying a while back, saying that Top Rank owed him $2 million or $2.5 million from a fight. He said they still was withholding money, stealing money, wasn't paying people right. And I remember Mikey Garcia saying, we did a video on it like 5, 6, 7 months ago, I believe, and I linked the interview in the description. He talked about how fights are made and how the money breaks down and why a lot of A-side fighters, don't fight each other. He says, Top Rank, or any promotional company, the network, excuse me, pays for the, they pay for the main event off top. They might give you $5 million for a fight, but the main event fighters might get a $1.5 million a piece. Then the promoter might take $1.5 million off top and use the $500K for the undercard, and that's why you see a lot of shitty undercards. And the promoter and the white collar guys, they get their money before the fighters get their money. For any fighters get the money, but the fighters are the one that's selling the fight, taking the punishment. And in a lot of cases, the promoter probably makes more money, on the back end as well. Most fighters get that flat fee. Then they got promoter fees they got to pay and all that other stuff. So at the end of the day, the guy that ain't throwing the punches making the most money. And that's what Floyd's trying to tell these guys. He said, Bob Arum is killing y'all. He's making a profit, and you ain't making what you should make. And that's what he's telling Vasyl Lomachenko and subliminally probably Terrence Crawford and a lot of guys. He said, leave bottom rank. Bottom rank ain't paying y'all right. He said if they were to show what their fighters' purses was, and I could show where y'all can make a lot more money. Now Floyd knows the ins and outs of the game. He was getting played. He was a long time by Bob Arum, like a lot of fighters was. But now he looked back on it. If he still stayed with Bob Arum, he wouldn't be the star and make the money he making today. He became a self-made man, and he made a way for a lot of his fighters today. No way people thought Badu Jack could be a prize fighter, elite prize fighter, make a lot of money. No way a lot of people thought, Mickey Bay would make some money, or Jalen Love would make a little bit of money. A lot of people. Excuse me. So he's telling, Vasyl Lomachenko, leave him. You ain't getting paid right. They told you to come use my name and use my fighter name to prop your popularity up. But at the end of the day, they playing you. He said, since, if Rigondeaux and Lomachenko was such a big fight, why he only get $1.6 million? And that's facts. That's facts. Bob Arum made a lot of money off that fight. That fight, even though it was in a theater room, sold out instantly. And at the end of the day, that's Floyd's trying to warn guys. People say, well, Floyd is hating. And people, every time you say Floyd, I don't want to hear it, he's hating, he's telling truth. You got to know truth from lies and BS. You see what I'm saying? I saw the Billy Show where he gave Billy Show a sign. Somebody said, yeah, Floyd, kissed her. He just, because Billy kissed his ass. Floyd loved it. At the end of the day, stop being a hater. Stop being, be objective. Come with an open mind. Don't, Floyd said, oh, fuck that. It ain't true and all that. And that's why a lot of you guys be wrong on your picks. You got to be with a straight, clear, you have clarity in your view. You can't be biased towards one side. When you're picking a fight, you got to keep it real. Now, if you want to be a fanboy, that's cool. I like Brandon Rios, man. He's a good fighter. He could beat anybody. He could beat Floyd. I'm just using an example. Then you start looking stupid and sounding stupid. But like, I want Rios to win, but I know, Floyd or, fighter A, B, or C is a better fighter. I'm pulling for Rios, but I know this guy going to win. It's simple as that. It's not playing both sides. It's called being trill and being real. The truth, trill is the combined word of truth and real, But Floyd ain't kicking nothing but game and knowledge to him. And Bob Arum been fucking guys for years. Difference between him and Don King is Don King was doing some extreme stuff. He's a black man. And a black man is always gonna get exposed at the end of the day, especially doing some of the trifling dumb stuff Don King was doing. Bob Arum, Jewish guy that control the money, Harvard education. He can dress it up and he can sell anything. He has an empire. You know what I'm saying? Don King thought he had an unbreakable empire. No, Bob Arum had the unbreakable empire, and he'll show you the money real quick. Remember, Adrian Broner said he showed him a lot of money. He just signed with him. I think that was that. But then at the end of the day, he coming back for that money as well. You ain't gonna make what you supposed to make, and that's what Floyd telling Lomachenko. We gone.